The scene at Joint Base Andrews unfolded with a sense of anticipation, a palpable tension in the air. The former president, a figure perpetually under the media's microscope, stood before the assembled press, ready to engage in the give and take that had become a hallmark of his public appearances. The location itself, a military installation, added a layer of gravitas to the proceedings, a reminder of the power and authority he once wielded. The assembled journalists, a sea of faces and microphones, represented the relentless scrutiny that followed him wherever he went. The air crackled with the potential for both insightful commentary and unexpected drama. He began to address the pressing issues of the day, including the escalating conflict in Gaza, a situation fraught with complexity and consequence. The world watched, waiting to hear his perspective to glean any insights he might offer. But before he could fully delve into the intricacies of the Middle Eastern crisis, an unexpected interruption occurred. A boom microphone, wielded by a reporter amidst the throng of journalists, made contact with his face and shoulder. The physical impact, though seemingly minor, was a stark reminder of the close quarters in which these interactions took place. The moment was captured on video, a fleeting instant that would soon be replayed countless times across the internet. His initial reaction was one of surprise, a momentary flinch, a raising of the eyebrows. It was a human reaction, an involuntary response to an unexpected physical stimulus. But the surprise quickly gave way to something else, something more familiar, the art of deflection. Instead of focusing on the critical question about Gaza, he seized upon the microphone incident, turning it into the focal point of the conversation. He brushed off the moment, downplaying its significance, but not before using it to his advantage. "That'll be a huge story," he quipped, a knowing smile playing on his lips. He understood the dynamics of the media, the insatiable appetite for spectacle and drama. He knew that this seemingly minor incident would be amplified and replayed, dissected and debated. And he was right. Clip quickly went viral, spreading like wildfire across social media platforms. Discussions, debates, and memes flooded the internet, turning the microphone mishap into a cultural phenomenon. The incident reignited the ongoing debate about the relationship between him and the media. Throughout his political career, he had maintained a combative stance towards the press, often labeling unfavorable coverage as fake news. This latest encounter, though accidental, served as another chapter in their tumultuous relationship. It was a reminder of the constant tension, the push and pull between the former president and the journalists who covered him. Question of which reporter was responsible for the microphone incident remained unanswered, adding a layer of mystery to the unfolding drama. But the reporter, whoever they were, could breathe a sigh of relief. Despite the unexpected contact, his signature hairstyle remained intact. His hair, a subject of perennial fascination, had once again withstood the test of scrutiny. It was a small detail, but one that resonated with many, adding a touch of levity to the situation. Online reactions to the incident were swift and varied. His supporters, as expected, rallied around him, viewing the microphone mishap as another example of media bias. They saw it as a symbolic representation of the press's perceived attempts to knock him down, both figuratively and literally. They argued that the incident highlighted the aggressive tactics employed by journalists in their coverage of him. His critics, on the other hand, argued that he had strategically used the incident to divert attention from more pressing matters, such as the situation in Gaza. They accused him of using the microphone mishap as a distraction, a way to avoid addressing substantive policy issues. They argued that the focus should have remained on the critical discussions about foreign policy, not on a minor physical incident. The incident also reignited debates about media responsibility and journalistic integrity. Question of how much leeway journalists should have when covering high-profile figures was once again brought to the forefront. The line between aggressive reporting and inadvertent mishaps was blurred, raising questions about the boundaries of journalistic conduct. How much physical proximity was acceptable? At what point did an accidental contact become a perceived act of aggression? In a political landscape already rife with division, moments like these served as rallying points for both his loyal supporters and his staunch critics. The former saw the incident as further proof of the media's unfair treatment, while the latter viewed it as another example of his ability to manipulate the narrative. The incident became a Rorschach test, reflecting the deeply ingrained biases and perceptions of those who viewed it. Meanwhile, late-night comedy shows and satirical news programs wasted no time in capitalizing on the moment. Jokes and skits flooded social media, turning the microphone incident into comedic fodder. Memes and GIFs spread rapidly, transforming the event into internet sensation. One particular clip, edited to make it appear as if the microphone was hurled at him with force, accompanied by dramatic sound effects, became an instant viral hit. The clip amplified the sense of spectacle, turning the incident into a larger-than-life drama. As the dust settled on the minor but highly publicized incident, one thing was clear. He and the media remained inextricably linked in a complex and often contentious relationship. Whether it was a policy debate, a campaign rally, or an unscripted moment like this one, he had an uncanny ability to command attention, to keep the cameras rolling and the public talking. The incident served as a reminder of his enduring power to capture the public imagination. Question remained: would this microphone moment be a fleeting joke, or would it become another symbol in the ongoing war between him and the media? Either way, the clip had already cemented itself as a viral sensation, proving once again that in the world of the former president, even the smallest moments could turn into headline news. The very nature of the event, the accidental collision, amplified the pre-existing tensions. The sheer number of media present, the close proximity, the constant pressure to capture every moment, all added to the potential for such an incident. The discussion about the Gaza situation, the original topic of the press conference, was largely overshadowed by the microphone incident. This was a deliberate tactic, a way to control the narrative, to steer the conversation away from potentially uncomfortable questions. The incident became a distraction, a way to shift the focus from substantive policy discussions to a more superficial but highly entertaining spectacle. The incident also highlighted the power of visual media in the digital age. The video clip of the microphone contact, replayed countless times, became a powerful symbol, a visual representation of the complex relationship between him and the press. The image of the microphone hitting his face, though accidental, became a potent metaphor for the perceived aggression of the media. The online reactions, the memes and GIFs, the jokes and skits all contributed to the creation of a shared cultural experience. The incident became a collective narrative, a story that was told and retold, analyzed and debated. It was a moment that encapsulated the complex dynamics of modern political discourse. The incident served to reinforce his enduring ability to command the spotlight, to transform even the smallest events into moments of national attention. Solidified his role as a figure who, no matter the context, knew how to engage the public imagination. The incident would be replayed, analyzed, and discussed, adding another chapter to the ongoing saga of his relationship with the media, a relationship that was as much a part of his persona as his policies. The incident was, in essence, a microcosm of the larger political theater, a brief but revealing glimpse into the complex interplay of power, media, and public perception.